The 2021 season was filled with thrills, upsets, comebacks, and outright dominant performances. This year's slate of coaching changes introduces a new era of SIAC football. Last year, the Albany State Golden Rams snapped their championship game losing streak by defeating Miles College in a 31-0 fashion, boasting the top defense in the nation, locking up 6 shutouts last season and collecting their 11th championship game title since 1990 and their first since 2013. The 2021 football season was exciting, but a new season is here, which means a champion will rise. And now, the SIAC and Cricket presents the 2022 Predicted Order of Finish and Preseason Honors, beginning with the West Division. Coming in at number 5 is Central State University, where we saw the Marauders finish 5th in the West Division last season. The 2021 Marauder campaign ended with an overall 1-9 record and an 0-6 conference record. The Marauders enter the 2022 season with a hopeful future under the leadership of new head coach Kevin Porter, with 2 players selected to the preseason team, all of which made second team, including punter Jose Charez and offensive lineman Genesis Hartler. The Marauders open the season at home against Winston-Salem State University, September 4th. Kentucky State University comes in at number 4 in this year's preseason poll. This past year, the Thoroughbreds finished the season with a 7-4 record overall and 4-2 in conference play in the effort to rebuild the program to championship status. Kentucky State looks to continue its rebuild this year and see their hard work turn into enough wins to make them eligible for conference title contention. This year's preseason team features 1 returning Thoroughbred in linebacker Darrell Doris Jr. Kentucky State University opens the 2022 season September 3rd against Delta State. The Tuskegee Golden Tigers are expected to finish 3rd after having a bit of an up-and-down season in 2021, which resulted in a 2-4 conference record with wins against their conference matchups, Edward Waters, Clark Atlanta, and Central State, leaving them with a 6-4 overall record. Tuskegee hopes 2022 will be a year filled with avenged losses and a return to SIAC dominance under new leadership with head coach Reginald Ruffin. The Golden Tigers returned with 2 players on the preseason team, offensive lineman Nathan Harrison and tight end Latravian O'Neal. The Golden Tigers open their season in Montgomery, Alabama against Fort Valley State University in the Red Tail Classic. Lane College Dragons come in at number 2 in the West Division in this year's preseason poll. The Dragons' 2021 season went 6-4 overall and 3-3 in conference play. The Dragons hope that their off-season adjustments will prove beneficial for a strong run at an SIAC title. Head coach Byron Brown's team is returning with 6 players on last year's all-conference team, including offensive lineman Terrence Jordan, wide receiver and kick returner Anthony Evelyn, running back Ike Brown, quarterback Michael Huntley, and this year's preseason Defensive Player of the Year, defensive lineman Andrew Farmer. The Dragons begin their 2022 campaign September 3rd on the road at University of Arkansas Pine Bluff. Miles College, ranked as a top contender in this year's preseason poll, finished last season with a 6-4 record overall and a strong 4-2 conference record, leading the Golden Bears to the top of the West Division. The Golden Bears welcome in their new head coach, Sam Shade, who is returning 5 players on the SIAC preseason team, including offensive lineman Tyler Lowry, wide receiver Marcus Lodge, defensive back Mitchell Smiley, defensive lineman Roosevelt Thompson, and kicker Jackson Spradlin. The Golden Bears open the 2022 season September 3rd on the road at Alabama State University. Now let's take a look at how the East Division unfolded. Allen University enters this year's East Division preseason rankings at number 8. The Yellow Jackets will compete as full conference members this year under fourth-year head coach Teddy Keaton. Allen's football team expects to build up on a strong 2021 campaign where they'll be led by preseason pick linebacker Gary Barrage. Allen will officially take the field on September 3rd when they travel to Newberry. A week later, the Yellow Jackets will come home to face Johnson C. Smith before traveling to square off with SIAC opponents Fort Valley State and Tuskegee. Clark Atlanta University finished last season as the last-ranked team in the Eastern Division. The Panthers posted a 2-8 overall record with an 0-6 conference record that included victories over Livingstone College and Allen University. The Panthers welcome head coach Willie Slater, who looks to rebuild the Panthers into a championship program. The Panthers returned with 2 players awarded preseason honors, including defensive back Charles Crawford and linebacker Rodney Lewis. The Panthers face Edward Waters on September 3rd in its season opener. New member Edward Waters University makes their full conference debut this season and comes into the preseason ranked number 6. After playing a partial conference schedule last season, the Tigers are excited to debut fierce competition under the leadership of second-year head coach Toriano Morgan, who led Edward Waters to a 4-7 record in his first season in Jacksonville in 2021, the Tigers' highest win output since 2018. The Tigers came close to their first winning season since 2004, with 2 of 7 losses within 10 points or less. Edward Waters will open up the season facing Florida Memorial University in the Big Cat Classic on August 27th. They will begin conference play on September 3rd against Clark Atlanta University. The Wildcats of Fort Valley State University finished 4th in the East Division during the 2021 season and came in ranked at number 5 in this year's preseason rankings. As the Wildcats welcome in their new head coach, Sean Gibb, they're looking to change things and assist the Wildcats to the championship run in his first season. Last year, the Wildcats started off the season with a 30-0 win against Tuskegee. The victory would be one of 5 wins for the Wildcats, who posted a 5-5 overall record and a 3-3 conference record. The Wildcats returned with 7 players selected to the 2022 preseason team, including offensive lineman Emmanuel Boone and Waylon Bell, defensive lineman Tim Alderman, running back Emmanuel Wilson, punt returner Hakeem Ellington, and defensive backs Tyler Moore and Christian Maddox. Fort Valley will open the season in the Red Tails Classic on September 4th against conference foe Tuskegee University. The Maroon Tigers finished the 2021 campaign with a record of 4-2 in the SIAC and a 4-6 overall record, and are ranked number 4 in this year's preseason poll. The Maroon Tigers were highlighted in a 3-straight game victory over Tuskegee, Fort Valley State, Benedict, and finished the season off in a win against Clark Atlanta. Head coach Rich Freeman looks to get the Maroon Tigers back in the East Division and SIAC title contention in 2022. The Maroon Tigers have 3 players selected for this year's preseason team, including linebacker Dalen Land, defensive back Armani Maddox, punt and kick returner Marquez Pride. The Maroon Tigers open up the 2022 season September 3rd against the University of West Alabama at the newly renovated B.T. Harvey Stadium. The Tigers of Savannah State University come into this year's poll at number 3 and look to make a statement this season against this SIAC conference opponents, sending a message of what's to come after finishing 2nd in the Eastern Division during the 2021 season. New head coach Aaron Kelton inherited a Tigers team that had proven itself competitive in the SIAC. In 2021, the Tigers posted an 8-2 overall record and were 5-1 in SIAC conference play. This year, with new leadership and some new additions, and leading the group first-team preseason pick kicker Kenneth Lockhart, along with defensive lineman McKinley Newbill, offensive lineman Kyle Frazier, and running back Shamarcus Poole. Savannah State opens their season at home against Southeastern University September 3rd and opens SIAC conference play on September 10th on the road at East Division foe Edward Waters. Benedict came in as a second East Division favorite in this year's preseason poll. The Tigers finished the season 5th in the East last season with a 5-5 overall and 2-4 in the SIAC. Benedict didn't have the season that they were looking for last year, but as the new season approaches, preseason honoree defensive lineman Lubert Danellis, along with quarterback Eric Phoenix, looks to bring some spark for a great year under second-year head coach Tennis Berry. The Tigers open the season September 3rd at home against Elizabeth City State University. The Golden Rams of Albany State University return as the top contender in the East Division. In 2021, Albany State won the East Division with a perfect 6-0 record and defeated Miles College in the championship game, putting them as reigning champions within the conference. Coach Gabe Giardina looks to bring the Golden Rams back to the SIAC championship and continue the legacy that they've been building. The Golden Rams return with 13 players selected to this year's preseason team, including returners from last season all-conference team in linebacker Stephen Pierre, offensive lineman Katre Pringle, and Josh Simon, tight end Tyree Taylor, wide receiver Javante Shorter, defensive lineman Malik Barnes, and features the 2022 preseason Offensive Player of the Year, quarterback Deontay Banu. The Golden Rams open the 2022 season at home against Mississippi College September 3rd. The 2022 SIAC East Division champ will host the SIAC Football Championship. So what will be the story of 2022? Will the West take back the title, or will the East remain as the supreme division? Will it be the tale of underdogs or re-emergence of powerhouses? Whatever the story will be, we'll all watch it unfold week by week until one team reigns supreme on November 12th. Each week we learn, get better, play harder. But most importantly, remember that we're the SIAC and leaders rise here.